Privacy. It's one of those things people don't care about until they really need to. In today's sponsored video, we're going to be talking about Integrity. This protocol is built on both Kusama and Polkadot. Earlier this year, these guys did win their parachain auction on Kusama, and they will be leasing this from February 22nd to January 24th. And for the Polkadot side of things, they're going from August 27th to July 3rd. So again, these guys won both of them. Let's go and get into the details on Integrity. So the best way to understand Integrity is that it's a platform that allows developers to build decentralized apps using trusted execution environments. That's what the TEE stands for in Integrity. That's why it has additional E's. It's not a spelling error. The best way you can look at this is bridging the divide of transparency and privacy for businesses and personal data. Again, like I mentioned to you guys, these guys won parachain slots on both Kusama and Polkadot. They're seeking to solve the issues of speed, scalability, and confidentiality. This is done by providing insights to data without complete access. An example of this would be like a vaccination card, basically saying, hey, look, I've had the vaccine, but without actually getting the vaccine right on the spot. A chain you're probably aware of that has similar functions to this is Secret Network, but Integrity is more catered to the business side. So now you're probably thinking to yourself, okay, this is cool and all, but why Polkadot? Well, the main reason for Polkadot has to do with the transaction speed, the scalability, as well as its interoperability. So this is the whole layout of the Polkadot ecosystem. There are a limited number of parachain slots, and these are where the individual chains function. You can see with the blue and white lines down here, this little section, this is what combines all the different parachains together. So this allows them to be interoperable. The parachain is like the individual chain itself. In this case, this would be Integrity. They do have other protocols as well that are on Polkadot. Some of these would include like Akala Network, Astar, Bifrost, Crust Network, just to name a few of them. And then you have the section of the bridges, which allows it to interoperate with other chains and protocol, which allows it to interoperate with other chains. So going back to Integrity Protocol, the main value that Integrity is trying to bring is allowing individual developers to create platforms in a decentralized and trustless manner. It also has privacy in mind for the user. Protocol also allows collaboration between businesses without releasing sensitive information, and it also offers a platform for developers to build on. So here are some use cases of the protocol. First would be wearables and devices. These can collect important data and protect users' privacy. So the manufacturer or the third-party company that's developing these devices wouldn't have access to the consumer's personal information. But yet, leveraging against Integrity, they're able to get the pooled data and still improve their products to maintain the competitive advantage. Another use case would be with crypto exchanges. There are benefits of both a CEX and a DEX, and this is bridging both of those benefits. Integrity is decentralized, so it would have the benefits of the DEX, and it can protect against front running with an off-chain order matching system. Whereas with a normal DEX, all of that is on-chain and traders can see the order flow. Another use case would be a messaging bridge, or at least a messaging app aggregator. So let's say you have Telegram, you have Discord, you have Signal, you have a bunch of these different apps, and all communication starts to become fragmented, especially in the crypto space. Either people are a Telegram person or a Discord person. And if you're following a project and they specifically run on Discord and you're following another that has Telegram, well, you have to bounce between the different apps to get updates with the project itself. Integrity can offer a solution that allows you to bridge the apps into one application itself, so you don't have to go back and forth between different apps. So here are some benefits Integrity offers to other companies. First would be the ease of integration. One of the biggest things that companies consider have to do with switching costs and the time to switch. Most companies keep doing what they do until it gets to the point where they have to switch over. However, Integrity offers easy integration. Second, this is flexible, so you can run your own hardware or rent it. So if you don't know if you want to fully integrate with Integrity, you can actually rent the hardware and see if this works out. You have shardable sidechains. This allows for faster transaction speeds as well as more volume. It's compliant with privacy laws and it's interoperable because it's built on Polkadot. So here's a breakdown of the tier token. As you can see here, they are rewarding the early adopters as well as the people who are supporting them in getting their parachain slot auctions. You can see here about 65% go to the early adopters. You can see here of the 10 million hard cap, 35% is going to early adopters and 30% to early supporters. Now, continuing with the token itself, let's talk a little more about the token flow. As you can see here with client A, this is going to be the person who is buying the T token with fiat. So they're coming in, they're like, hey, I want to go ahead and take part in this system. I need it for my company. So then they're exchanging fiat for the T token. They can also use crypto as well if they're wanting to do that. And once they have the tier, they're able to participate in the system. Any of the services on Integrity Protocol is going to need to be paid in the tier token. And of the fees that are paid, a service fee is charged and a fraction of that fee is burned. So service providers are given tokens for the work that they provide on the protocol. Supporters are also rewarded with the tier token for bonding their KSM and DOT tokens to help with the parachain bid. So this is a continuation of the token flow. A couple of examples of the different token flow models would be, first, a client just wanting to pay fees in fiat. They don't want to handle tokens. They don't want to mess with that. Well, they can do that. Basically, there would just be an intermediary that handles the tier token. So they would be that bridge between fiat and crypto for that company to feel more comfortable. Another example would be someone who simply just wants to use the platform. They're crypto native. They're used to it. They don't care. They would just swap crypto for tier and use the services. And to close, this is a one-pager of what you can look at with Integrity. Insight without access, just giving the data that you need to give, but not enough about all your personal information so they know everything about you. Speed at scale, because it's built on Polkadot and it has a shardable second layer. So transaction speeds and volumes are scalable. It's enterprise ready to go. It's verifiable, so all the transactions are publicly audible on the Polkadot blockchain. It's interoperable because it's also built on Polkadot, and it has flexible deployment. You can run your own hardware or you can rent yours out. So what are my closing thoughts? First, Integrity, it's definitely solving a major problem in the world that's only getting worse and worse as time goes on. And that problem is privacy. However, the success of the protocol is going to depend on companies opting in and needing to obtain the tier token. And as more tiers used, this will also burn more of the supply. So this protocol is heavily dependent on adoption, and as most protocols are. This doesn't necessarily mean that the protocol has a moat, however. There may be other protocols that come around and gain traction. And of course, time will tell. We'll see what happens. If you guys want to learn more about Integrity and the tier token, I'll leave links in the description below to the website, as well as details on the parachain and some other helpful links. Let's go ahead and hit you guys with a wisdom one-liner. Proverbs chapter 13, verses 10. Where there is strife, there is pride, but wisdom is found in those who take advice. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you guys in the next one.